Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you like to hear someone talk about cats, rats, dogs, or reptiles, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. Today we are celebrating having Zelda for 1 whole year. We got her in May of 2020 and here it is May of 2021 and we've got our girl still and she's doing so well. I will link in the description, or actually, yeah, I'll link in the description down below so you guys can watch this video. But when I first got her, she was teeny tiny. She still had like a belly button. She's feisty. We'll get into that in a second. You're doing great. Calm down. Yeah, we're being friends. She had a little bit of a belly button, and that's from where the egg sac was, the yolk was absorbed into her belly for nutrients while she was in the egg. Like she was a teeny tiny hatchling. She originally fit in my hand and maybe the base of her tail went down here. So if you're thinking about getting an iguana after 1 whole year, this is how big they could be. Now, this is probably a fourth of about the size she's going to be. We actually did just take her measurements and her body length, so from tip of her nose to right here to the back of her hind legs is 9 inches. And then her tail length is 22 inches, which makes her 31 inches in total, which is about what, 2.5 feet? Yes, so about 2.5 feet. Sorry, my husband's holding the camera, so I was asking him. About 2.5 feet. So one of the things I will say is that when you get a pet iguana, you need to realize they are not all going to be handleable at all. As you can see, I've got these arm protectors on. I really wish I had them to cover my fingers as well. She's never bit at us at all, but she could, and that's a thing that they do. So Google iguana bites. It's nasty. It could potentially happen. But so far, she's never bit at us. She does get to where she really tolerates us super well. We're able to get in and out of her enclosure without any problems. This is actually a huge step forward, especially for me. She's always preferred my husband over me. However, she has started accepting me, I guess, or tolerating me a little bit more than she used to. Even though it might not look like it right now. Actually, we're gonna pause this and I'm gonna go put her up because I'm not trying to push my luck with her either. Okay, so I've got her back in her enclosure. That was actually huge. So I honestly don't even remember everything that I said in the first half of this video already because I was super excited she let me hold her. That was the first time she's ever let me hold her like that. She has only let my husband hold her in the past. So when she was teeny tiny, it would have to be my husband would hand her off to me. But today I actually was the one who was able to grab her. So that was super exciting. We were in my bathroom earlier, and that was because we were giving her a little steam bath in her shower. And then we did put her in the tub to see if she wanted to swim. We've never put her in there before, and we just thought it would be kind of a unique experience for her. Come to find out, she was over it, and it was stressing her out a little bit. So that's whenever I reached in to see if she would let me grab her, and she totally did. And I'm a little bit in awe of that. So a year of owning Zelda, and I will say that her temperament has been something that we were totally anticipating. It's a very typical iguana temperament. She tolerates us. She will allow us to come into her space in order to clean out her enclosure or to feed her and things like that. But she really doesn't like a whole lot of handling. She does get incredibly defensive. She does a whole lot of tail whipping. She has never attempted to bite us, but I wouldn't be surprised if she would, and it is something that we always keep in mind because it's very likely to happen when you have an iguana. So I really am excited she let me hold her for the first time. To give you guys an example, I had on those protective arm gear because I'm wearing a tank top for some reason, handling a lizard with humongous nails. But my hands were not covered and I did get a few scratches. These are totally minor scratches. They're not going to be that big of a deal. They'll heal up just fine. I've washed my hands and whatever already. But they could be a whole lot worse. They can definitely do some damage to a person. So we don't have to worry about that, thankfully, because we've got those protective gloves and we try not to push her to that point. So we're definitely never ever going to push her to the point of getting like that unless it was something that was like life or death and it would just benefit her severely if we did, if that makes sense. Anyways, so there's that. The other thing is that she's grown so big. I know I told you guys the measurements in the first half of this video. That was crazy. I had read everywhere that blue iguanas didn't grow that fast and that you were going to be able to keep them in a smaller enclosure for so much longer. You guys have seen the build of this enclosure behind me. I will pop them up here if you haven't and you would like to see it. I'll pop up the final one because I did it in 3 parts, but she needed this size enclosure already. Hopefully this enclosure will last her at least another year. If not, we'll definitely have to go on and expand it and make it a little bit bigger. We do have plans to do that anyways, but we're hoping maybe the price of lumber will settle back down before we have to do that. That would be great. And like really and truly our expectations of having an iguana have been met. We haven't been disappointed with anything, and it's just been a complete joy. This video was a little scattered with my thoughts because I did get really excited that she let me hold her for the first time. I know I've said that 500 times, but like I feel like I have just been given the best honor ever right now. But yeah, she's underneath her lamps right now, warming back up. I'll show her to you guys, and that'll pretty much be it for the video. My dog is here to say hi. You need to get down. Go get daddy. So let's do that. And there she is warming back up. You can definitely tell that in her enclosure, she looks so much smaller than what we measured her at. But that just goes to show you how large of an enclosure that they do need. And this is a juvenile sized enclosure. This is not I'm gonna step back so you can maybe see some of it or some more of it to get an idea of the size. But it's like 8 feet tall and 4 feet wide and pretty deep. I don't remember, it's about 4 feet deep too, I believe. But yeah, my dogs are going crazy. I'm gonna end this video, and we've had Zelda for a year and we're excited about it.